Hi everybody, I just wanted to jump on today and quickly do a video about printable online decks. So that's what I'm going to do. So welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. And I my name's Ellen, and I'm making decks as well as using tarot. Sorry about the background noise, my daughter's home at the moment. I just wanted to talk a bit about what's available online in terms of like making your own decks. So the way I started with this was ages ago. I actually found a deck online which got me really interested, and I saved it, and then recently I printed it out, and actually no, it was quite a while ago I printed it out, and recently I started thinking about colouring it, and this is actually a deck by Hawkwind. So it's quite interesting. It's called Hawkwind Galactic Tarot, and it was from 1971. It was actually a double page spread from an issue of the International Times in 1971. And this is a website, Jay Babcock. He's got the image up there. I'm not sure if that was the website that I got the digital image from, but anyway, I printed it out and cut out the cards, and recently getting back into tarot again, I was like, ooh, it'd be nice to, recreate a full deck, because this was only, how many cards are there? I'm not actually sure. So you've got Horus, and they've got like really cool lyrics at the bottom there. Not sure if it's focusing or if it's the images themselves are a little bit fuzzy. So yeah, Horus, Machine. Look, I haven't got the best printer, but I'll show you another deck that I've also printed out. Saturn, Venus, and I don't know what the numbers relate to. Even an android can cry. Jupiter, Galaxy, Flying Saucer, Icarus, Aquarian Age. Yeah, so 1971. The Sun. I've coloured that one in a little. Mars. Winged Hero. Atlantis. Pyramid. Mercury. Earth. Time Card. Space. Infinity. And Pluto. So those are the cards that that Hawkwind designed, and yeah, I was like, oh, I could, look into doing the pips for it or something. But then I discovered that somebody's already done that. So Hawkwind Galactic Tarot. So it was made by the Galactic Hawk, and it says, I've taken the vintage soul and spirit of the original set and finished the deck to make a complete 78 card set. So this is sold out now, I think, but you can inbox this person if you're interested and they will relist it. So yeah, there's a few images there of the box and the deck itself. So they've built on the and they've added photos of the Hawkwind band, which is cool. So yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. And then more recently I've been making my own deck, and then I got interested in looking at online resources that were available for printing decks, and I found this one, so darktarot.com, because I was very interested in the Vachetta tarot. It's been, a few people have been showing it recently. There's a really good one by Il Meneghello that Hermit's Cave showed on his, I think it was his tag, best 3 of 3. But I can't afford to buy an Il Meneghello deck at the moment. So, but then I found another video, and I think that was Marianne from Tarot Clarity, and she was comparing an old Vachetta deck with this, and it's darktarot.com, and they have created a deck of 78 cards painted with mixed technique, and they're designed on the basis of the most used representations in medieval noble courts. And it turns out that a lot of them are actually kind of Vachetta-ish. So not the magician. Anyway, Marilyn has done a full comparison, but some of these cards are very similar to the Vachetta. So I thought that was quite interesting. And it says, feel free to print a copy of these cards for your own personal use. So I did that. Yeah, so this is what I printed out. And I mean, it's grayscale because I don't have a colour printer, but I quite like them. And then I soaped them, which I saw on Honey Lou's channel. I just rubbed it with like a bar of natural soap, and they have this nice texture now, and they're pretty sturdy. So I stuck them onto card, and then I stuck the so I glued the front card, and then I pasted the backs on as well, and then soaped them. So they actually shuffle pretty nice. I mean, it's just the majors, but they're pretty good. So then I was like inspired to find more online printable decks because of my successes. Actually, I should soap that one, but maybe once I've finished colouring it. Then I started exploring, and I found a bunch of free tarot printables, like loads of different links. So I'll just show you a couple of them. So Yoav Bendov provides, where's his one? There. The booklet, and also the CBD Tarot small images that you can use on the website, on your website if you want to, and then larger images, line drawings. You can see there. This is just the majors. But obviously I could print those out and colour them, which I might very well do. I don't have a CBD. So yeah, that's quite fun. And then we've looked at the Hawkwind and the darktarot.com. Yeah, I found this Marseille Tarot deck also available for printing, and this looks very much like the Fournier deck, which I've ordered. It's actually waiting for me in the UK. I haven't got it here, but it looks like it. So that was available for printing, which is pretty crazy. Like I say, I don't have a colour printer, but if anyone does have a colour printer, you can print out the Fournier. And then obviously, like, the copyright on these is such that it's just for personal use. So at the bottom of this one, they say, I believe the cards are not copyrighted. But obviously you need to look into that. But yeah, just for personal use, they're available on the website. This web page had a whole bunch of stuff listed. So it's called Freeware Esoterica. And it's got playing cards available, and then it's got a bunch of tarot decks. A lot of the links don't work anymore, so I think it's a little bit old. But there were a couple. So this, the Dead Girl Cool Tarot. I think that's this one. Yeah, Little Dead Girl. Free printable tarot cards. And yeah, the maker says, I looked all over the web for a cool looking free printable deck of tarot cards and couldn't find a good one, so I made my own. It's taken me 2 years to complete them. Hope you have as much fun using these as I did making them. And again, they're all there for you to print out. These are colour. So you'd need a colour printer for that. I think some of the colouring is too subtle to print in black and white. This is a black and white deck that I've found called Uncarrot Tarot, which I thought was quite fun. And these are black and white images. Yeah. So that's also an interesting black and white one. The Knight of Pencils. What else did I find? Yeah, like I said, some of these didn't, the links are broken. There's a link to Common Smith Tarot download, but I couldn't find it. Oh, and then there was the Mantegna deck. That's 50 cards there. So I'm assuming that's the full Mantegna deck. So that is in black and white, and I'm very tempted. I think I'm going to print this one out. Obviously they're JPEGs. But the quality is pretty good. So I'll probably paste these into a Word document and then print from there. That's actually really cool. I'm going to do that later today. And then, what else was there? The Aquatic Tarot. Yeah, that one was also downloadable. Let's see. So we've had Aquatic Large. Here we go. And these are beautiful as well. So the Aquatic Tarot is a Rider-Waite-Smith, but in kind of watercolours. So if you have a colour printer, those are available. And then, so we've done CBD, Fournier, Mantegna, the Marseille Trumps. I think, did we do that? This was a different Marseille, also on this web page. Oh yeah, so the full one is actually the one that I think looks very much like the Fournier. And then you get the Marseille Trumps, this 1896 one. It says Source of Sacred Text website, they're grayscale prints from the Tower of the Bohemians. And so that is the Mar Trumps. And that's a really nice, so the other one that I showed you, the other Marseille black and white images was different from this one. That was the CBD, and this is the Tower of the Bohemians, apparently. So that is also very interesting. And then we have the Room Tarot. So if any of you know about the game The Room, which is like a room escape game, I actually really like it, and it's like you have it on iPhone and iPad and stuff, and you have to sort of figure out a series of puzzles basically, but apparently in that game there are some tarot cards, which I actually didn't know. I ought to, because I've played the game, but I did it quite a long time ago. So yeah, there's a tarot deck, and they've provided the tarot deck on the website of the game designers for free as well, so you can also download this tarot deck. So well, it's an oracle, I guess. It's not the same as, so this is card number 15, Cosmos. So again, colour printing. So there are options for both colour and black and white, and this is the Vachetta. So this is not the same as the one that I showed you earlier from Dark Tarot. This is an actual Vachetta, sorry. And another one that I am probably going to download and colour. So I think this one and the Mantegna I'm going to go ahead with because they're black and white, and then maybe the Trumps from that, the black and white Marseille as well. And then, yeah, soaping them and It basically means you can mess around with colouring your own set of tarot cards, which I thought was really cool and might be quite interesting for some of you, especially those of us who are a little strapped for cash and happen to have a nice, well, a basic printer for black and white images. Alright, so that's it today, and thanks for watching, and see you later. Bye! Hi again, guys. So yeah, just a very quick update, but I've printed out the Vachetta and the Mantegna. Mantegna. Don't know how to say that. So I think the Vachetta is the only one that's really suitable for colouring, because this has kind of grey backgrounds, but it's beautiful, so I'm going to print it out anyway. And the Vachetta, the website that I showed you was missing some of the swords, but I managed to find it on another website called PDF Coffee, I think. Anyway, I'll put all the links in the description. The size was slightly different, so you kind of either have to adjust on the printer or just size them properly when you put them on card. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead with these, and I'll do a video about that later. Bye!